dreams, I feel your heat, blowing farthest from the sun. But your glowing eyes are cold as ice. You are my affiliation. And all that time I thought I'd walk these empty streets alone. I never thought I'd be with you, heading into the unknown. So far away again, my winter has begun. And I can't see when you're next to me. You are my affiliation. I don't want to go offline, but what else should I do? With a broken heart, I pray to God I can orbit close to you. In my favorite dreams, you feel so real, like a fire from the sun. But your foreign eyes are cold as ice. You are my affiliation. And all that time I thought I'd walk these empty streets alone. I never thought I'd be with you, heading into the unknown. So far away again, my winter has begun. And I can't see when you're next to me. You are my affiliation.
Okay. So, time to play. So, I picked up Call of Cthulhu, Dark Corners of the Earth on GOG.com, so that I can kind of prepare myself for the newest Call of Cthulhu. And it just took over my entire screen. Great. Okay, there we go. Leveled itself out. Cool. And we got baby talks here. Alright. I'm ready. You better freaking work, because I tested this earlier and I had it all set up before I streamed. And now my screen's Alright, I'm gonna let this play out and then we'll fix it. The following game contains scenes of disturbing nature. To maximize your Cthulhu experience, please ensure that you use the options menu to adjust your brightness setting. Some games are supposed to be played in the dark. Cthulhu will occasionally manipulate graphics and sound and controls in an unusual way, and we miss the rest of it. Horror, the true horror that paralyzes the mind. Getting immersed. Okay. What? not listening. Okay, I'm gonna have to exit it. I don't know why. Because I just opened it. And I have to exit it and then come back. Call it Cthulhu. Okay, that's straight now. I just can't see if anybody's chatting on YouTube. I won't be able to see you. Unless my dual chat thing is working. Which I don't know. I don't know if it is. Alright, here we go. Okay, let's skip all this. We saw all this earlier. Alright, the game is, can I a Boy Scout or am I a private investigator? Those specials, that must be like nightmare mode. I think this is normal. I think this is normal mode. I'm gonna get off the screen right now. What are you doing, little boy?
Now, at my end, I can fully see. My last case opened in me a new fear, a real fear, a fear of myself, what I am, and of what I've always been. All that I was is now lost. Hope, purpose, pleasure, all meaningless. I now walk in the shadows between worlds, and it is there I have finally glimpsed upon what lives in the dark corners of the earth.
I like the way you smile at me, baby.
Well, okay. The ignorant and deluded are, I think, in a strange way to be envied. Thank you. Game tips are currently active. If you don't want to see any game tips, they can be turned off in the game options. Let's do game tips for now until they become annoying. 6.5 years ago.
Robert, this had better be good. What's the beef?
Sorry, Jack. We had to call. This fellow will only talk to you. Name's Victor Holt.
Don't know any Victor.
He's the leader of this weird cult that moved in here a few months back. Got about 20 followers. They've been causing trouble all over town. Stealing, going through folks' trash. Hanging around outside people's homes at all hours. No one ever presses charges, though. They're a screwy bunch. They've got the locals scared. So tonight, we were just passing, you know, doing the normal rounds, when we heard gunshots fired from their property.
Gunshots? Hang on there. No one said anything about gunshots. Who have we got out here?
Just me, Nichols, and a few new recruits.
Well, that's just great. Lead the way, Robert. I better check out this crazy gang of yours.
Oh shoot, I didn't even know. I did not get food right now. Jack, we have a good time to hang around.
Hurry up, Jack.
Shh. Hush. Like, reminds me of the trailer of the newest one.
What's taking him so long? Something must be wrong.
Fine, I'm coming, jeez.
Evening, Jack. Glad you could join the freak show.
How's it looking, Henry?
I don't like this one bit, Jack. Check the alley on the right. Victor Holt's over there in the shadows. He's waiting for you.
Can we trust him?
Nope, but we've got you covered. You better take it slowly, though. They're a bit twitchy.
Oh my god. Oh, whoa. Hey, yo. What the freak? Huh? Did I just get shot? Oh my god. Yo, man. What the freak just happened? Can I... Yo.
That symbol's strange. Looks almost like a flaming eye. I should take a closer look.
Ooh, Cthulhu, look at him. Oh, look at him. Oh,
Die, you pathetic bastards!
oh, it's a save point. Cool. So we gotta find where the shooter is. Sounds like he's in there.
That one to the right taking cover. Kill him!
Hello? You hear that? Oh, hey.
At last!
An old wardrobe.
Alright. Leave? The gunshots are coming from here. Guess I need to examine his body. Let's examine. Hello? I'm shooting. Nope. There's nothing to get. What's up, bruh? Hey! What's that? Something? I don't know. Thanks so much for the What the freak is happening? Oh, I'm crouched. Alright, so I checked all these doors. Let me go back downstairs. Let's check. Can't go in there. Did I miss something? saying help me. Let's see. Okay. Hold on. I'll figure it out. Who's in there? It's gotta be... Okay, wait. Go in here again. I could have sworn there was something that was supposed to be right here. Because I played like the first 5 minutes of this game before. I thought I remembered it being something. It's not. Okay, so there's a hole in the floor over here. Let's find out what that's all about. Whoa. Oh, a rat. That's about it. Oh. What? Okay, what just happened? Should I move? This. Out to them. What do I do? Is it broken? Something's supposed to happen. I know. Like when he dies. I can't remember what's supposed to happen. Okay, wait a minute. Maybe I'm just doing the keys wrong. I don't know. Configuration. Okay. Action is S. Why? Because lean right is E. It's Q and E. Huh. Straight. Alright, well. Oh shoot. What? What's it again? I don't know why it's S. I'm used to walking backwards being S.
He seemed to recognize me. I don't get it. His body is covered in tattoos, and they were carved into his flesh with something sharp. Empty ammo boxes and spent shells. Nothing useful. The body's still warm, but he's definitely dead.
Okay. Alright, we got it now. We got it.
Don't shoot. I'm unarmed.
Ah. We've been expecting you, Mr. Walt.
Oh, dang. Rip.
Damn, he recognized me, and it sounded like he was going to get on the level with what's going on in this joint.
I have your gun.
A key. Could come in handy. Damn.
Inventory item.
He recognized me.
Copper key with an S engraved on the head.
And it sounded like he was going to get on the level with what's going on in this joint.
Alright guys, stop shooting. Yo.
He's dead. Looks like a bad case of lead poisoning.
Oh.
I better keep my distance from the window, or I'll end up like this nut job.
Okay. So the police are shooting. They're gonna shoot me?
What a nut house. The walls have been covered with glyphs.
Huh.
What a nut house. It's too heavy to move.
What about these? Nothing? Alright, cool. Okay. Let's continue. Hey! He's dead too. Is that vomit?
Poisoning by the looks of it.
Eee, gross.
He's dead. They're all dead.
What's happening with my vision?
A diary. This will make it suicide. Or rather, mass
Pick up your first journal item.
suicide.
Okay.
These nuts had some serious issues.
The Diary of Jack Walters. September 6, 1915. Local disturbance. Evening. I guess I'm becoming a victim of my own success. After closing the last 5 cases so fast, the papers have been calling me a local hero. But I just had a run of lucky hunches, that's all. I'm just another cop doing his job. So, there's a disturbance at a local residence. It's probably just a bunch of kids hopped up on moonshine. Why call in a detective? Maybe the uniform boys are sore at being out in this weather, and they want to share the joy with the local hero. It wouldn't be the first good-natured prank I've had to take since those newspaper reports. I don't know, though. Something doesn't feel right. It's more than just a regular bad feeling. It's hard to explain, but it's strong. I'm probably just tired. Those dreams don't help. I can't remember when I last got a good night's sleep. Must be a month at least. Right about the time I started my run of lucky hunches. The dreams have been getting worse lately. I'm almost afraid to close my eyes. Bourbon helped at first, but not anymore. The lack of sleep must be affecting my nerves. Well, jitters or not, I better get going. Okay, got this. Diary of a Cold War. August 20th, 1915. We've been watching him now for 2 months. I can feel my anticipation growing as the day of contact grows near. Victor has not yet divulged his final plan for bringing Mr. Walters to us. All I know is that we must succeed. What? Oh, Oreo side. Okay. I had to look at the name, sorry. Just to make sure. August 24th, 1915. The sermon today was inspiring. Victor enlightened us with a story of the great race transcending the bounds of time to visit his dreams, of the conscious things on this earth and in the ocean depths. We are but servants to a greater design. I can only hope that my faith during these days will win me favor when our masters step through the gate. The experiments have claimed one or more of our order. Another volunteer is needed, but many are willing. We are truly blessed through our faithful service. Now that his coming grows so close. The preparations are complete, and Victor's plan is in motion. He will arrive soon. Surely by now he must suspect his true nature, or at least question the nature of his gifts. He has come. Finally, it begins. Another one. Those tomes. Okay. That. Nothing available. Okay. Alright. Let's figure out what's wrong with our vision. Are they still shooting? That freak?
Poison appears to have been on the menu.
Get in this.
He's dead. They're all dead.
Am I freaking out? What the heck? What am I freaking out about?
I can't open it.
Huh. I don't know. Oh, I guess it was the dead people that was making me freak
It won't open. It won't budge.
So is that what it was? It was the dead people? Okay, well, just won't go back in there then, huh? Let's go downstairs.
It's locked.
Is this the door that I need the key for?
It's the wrong key. It's unlocked.
We have to adapt
Nothing of
everything?
interest.
What? Ow. The freak
I don't understand. I mean, all of these photos. All of them. There must be some kind of mistake. Why would they want me here? It must be an old case. Something I've forgotten. Some screwball with a grudge, maybe. Think. I gotta think.
freaking out again. Oh, dang. They were stalking me, too. Wow. They know my whole schedule. Oh, that is crazy. I thought
All
I
these photos and clippings are of me. I just don't get it. Another key. This should fit the door across the hall.
Huh? I thought I remember some funny parts in this game. I don't know. Maybe it's just all scary.
It's unlocked.
I don't know. I don't remember.
It appears to be a private study area.
Huh?
It appears to be a private study area.
Huh? What is
For
happening?
nutcases, they seem quite literate. These books are really old, and most of them are in strange languages I don't understand. I don't have time to read. I'm a detective, not a pen pusher. There are definitely some strange sounds coming from this side of the room.
For a game that's supposed to be all reading. Hello? What happened to me? What? Oh, hey. Let me in.
Shit, that did not sound good. Well, that's just swell. He's dead. The beam must have fallen and crushed his skull.
Oh. Really? Oh my god. Hello?
Medical charts on the human anatomy. Dead bodies, and plenty of them. Something dreadful has been going on down here. In all my time on the job, I've never seen anything like this before. From the markings, he must have been one of their own. I wonder if he volunteered. It looks like the bodies have been mutilated. Seems like these cabinets are used for storing chemicals and medical equipment. Seems like these cabinets are used for storing chemicals and medical equipment.
Hello.
Oh, shit! I'm not touching it again.
My bad.
The crystal's still warm.
I did not mean to electrocute you to death. My bad, bro.
The machine must have overloaded. He's dead. His heart has stopped.
Supposed to do that. I wasn't. Oh gosh. Okay, what are we supposed to do here? All his
Nope,
body,
nothing of interest.
all his body parts are like separated from his body. Ugh, that's disgusting. Okay, let's put it back. Put the little alien piece back. Strange crystal. So I guess we can't put it back.
There's no power.
Is there anything else in this room? Just going further down. Just make sure. Hello?
At least he's out of his misery.
Alright. Anyways. if
This
you're just
tunnel
coming-
feels like it's gonna collapse at any moment.
If you're just coming in, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing alright tonight. We are playing Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth. Alright. Do I just do it? What is this alien technology? This definitely looks like a xenomorph ship. Oh my goodness. What am I doing right now? Okay.
It's a similar shape to the slot upstairs.
Okay, cool. Where's the little control panel? Oh! Oh my god. Whoa. What? This time to get out. This time to get out. Ah! Dagnabbit. Just. It doesn't let you read anything. Jack Walters, private detective. So this is a couple
It's
years
been more
later.
than 6 years since I entered that strange house in Boston. But to me, it was just 5 months ago. Amnesia, the doctors called it. Probably brought on by acute mental stress. I remember investigating the far side of the library. There was screaming. According to the police report, they had searched the house for hours, only to find me later collapsed on the floor. When my eyes opened and I spoke, my colleagues recoiled in fear. There was something unnatural in my voice and blank gaze. They committed me to Arkham Asylum, where I was diagnosed with severe schizophrenia. As it became clear that I presented no danger to either myself or others, I was released from the asylum's care. I have learned little of my activities in the 6 years that followed. The accounts I've been able to piece together show much of my time was spent in travel and study. I maintained a fanatical infatuation with the occult, delving deep into volumes concerning witch cults and dark legends, often in languages unfamiliar to my own. When I reawakened 5 months ago, exactly 6 years after entering that house in Boston, no trace was left of what had been a secondary personality. I was myself again, or at least what I believed myself to be. Return to normal life has been a painful process. In recent days, my dreams have been plagued by cosmic landscapes, and I've become fearful of my own reflection. I am beginning to remember things from that day, more than 6 years past, that I've told no one else.
Jack Walters.
Hello, Mr. Walters. My name's Arthur Anderson. I need your help finding a missing person.
I don't take that kind of job.
Did you get my package?
Hold on.
You gonna look for it?
What exactly do you want from me, Mr. Anderson?
It's one of my store managers, you see. Brian's his name. Brian Burnham. Nice lad. He disappeared recently from the First National grocery store in Innsmouth.
Innsmouth? Never heard of it.
It's a small fishing town on the coast, not far from Arkham. I'd like to see you in person before you leave.
Hold on there a minute. I didn't agree to take this what the hell? I'll be here all day anyway.
Alright, night. I have a new client, Mr. Arthur Anderson, the regional manager of the First National grocery store chain. It appears that the First National Grocery in Innsmouth was recently burglarized, and its manager, one Brian Burnham, is missing. From what I've been able to gather, Burnham is something of a young rogue. A friend of the family, Mr. Anderson gave him a job as a favor. Hold on. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, visit to the Old Town. Shot of morphine, suspend any movement.
Driver, how far to the stop?
Almost there. I'll drop you at the town square of Innsmouth.
Why lock the gates?
Keeps out wanderers looking for work. We don't want those folks like that interfering with our affairs.
Is the bus from Arkham always this empty?
Aye, and we prefers it that way. Not many come to Innsmouth.
But what about trade? Surely the port needs business.
Innsmouth has the means to look after her own.
Narrow streets for a bus. Shoot, we get through this.
This is it, stranger. End of the line.
Okay. Thanks for the ride. This is so creepy. This is what I was trying to do. I wasn't able to see my YouTube chat, so I wanted to fix it, and also wanted to make sure that my stream is okay on YouTube because it always drops for some reason over there. So yeah, everything's good. Everything is good. And I also wanted to make sure that like my stream is not messing up because noticed a couple people come in, but I guess, I don't know. Maybe I wasn't doing my best. Alright, just checking. Who is online for later? Who will probably be online once I'm done. Anyway, back to the game. It just exited. What the freak? Why did it just exit? That was very weird. And now my window is gone again. Oh my god. Please. It's completely gone black again. Expect the reader to believe what I'm about to relate. Any sane mind. Thank you. Jeez, why? 7th of February 1922. Okay, I saw this already.
Driver, how far to the stop?
It's almost there. I'll drop you at the town square of Innsmouth.
Why lock the gates?
Keeps out wanderers looking for work. We don't want those folks like that interfering with our affairs.
Is the bus from Arkham always this empty?
Aye, and we prefers it that way. Not many come to Innsmouth.
But what about trade? Surely the port needs business.
Innsmouth has the means to look after her own. This is it, stranger. End of the line.
Whoa! Okay. Alright, hey man, what's up? Whoa.
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Can't help you.
Oh my god. Whoa. Okay, so... game just froze. Excellent. I just give up on seeing YouTube.
A dusty assortment of old books. Nothing of interest.
But you gotta look at everything to be a pro master
It won't open.
investigator.
It won't budge.
Hello? Oh, hey. Didn't see you there.
Evening.
Aye.
The name's Jack Walters. I'm just visiting.
You don't say, sir. Gilman. Charlie Gilman. I run this here hotel of an evening.
You got any rooms?
I'd not rightly know that for sure. All habits cleaning rooms at present. Them's from out of town can leave a horrid mess.
Sounds like Christian.
Talking to this fellow's getting me nowhere, and he's more than a touch creepy. If I need a room and I'm desperate, then I'll come back.
Dang. Right. Only when you're desperate. Can I just go?
Hello again.
Yeah?
I'm after directions to the First National grocery store.
And I'm busy. So stop your pestering me with questions.
Chit-chatting to him's gonna get me no place fast.
Can I just go in here? Alright, so let's get out of here.
It won't open.
What? Do I just find it? Or do I have to find somebody to tell me where it's at? Oh, here it is. First National Grocery Store. It's right here.
It's the First National grocery store. It won't budge. It won't open. It won't budge.
What? Ow. So it's blocked off. Okay. Hey. Hey, yo. Are you gonna beat me? Well, can I follow you? Oh! Let me get over here real quick. Is this where I need to be? Okay. Well, apparently he is worthless. Is this? Close that.
The door's bolted shut.
Wow, okay. That's not where I needed to be. Well, gotcha. Sounds scary.
Nothing of interest here. The window's smashed. I can see what looks like an old dark room.
Okay. Does he come down here? Oh, not. Alright, so now I'm gonna have to go around that way where it was. If I can see where he is now. Oh! Okay, he's gonna come back. I need to go down where he is, or where he's going. No. Okay, let's go.
It's unlocked.
Hello? What's happening? Why am I looking at my feet? Okay. Let's go. Hurry.
These shelves look light enough to push.
Is it blocking the door? Okay.
Assorted paperwork, but nothing of any real interest.
Alright. Watch out for medical boxes. They contain treatments needed to patch up any injuries. Okay.
It won't budge.
What? What?
The till's empty.
Okay. Alright, there's something there. I'm gonna kind of look around.
A typewriter. Invoices and receipts. Nothing of interest.
Okay.
Stock reminders and general notices. Nothing of interest. The store appears to have been doing quite well under Brian. The store appears to have been doing quite well. There's a bottle of bootleg rum and a wooden handle.
Grab it, get out of here. Oh my god. Oh. Go, go, go.
It looks like I need some sort of lifting handle to get it open.
For free. I'm gonna lose. I don't know where that is. Oh. I don't know what to do. He's gonna get me. Is he actually going away? Or is he just sitting there? Oh no, I'm gonna lose. I don't know where this thing is. Don't tell me it's in my inventory. Oh my god. It's in my inventory. Hey, what's up? You gonna get me? Just get me. Just get me. What?
What are you doing snooping around here? Get out! What have you got there? Trying to take evidence from the scene? Hand them over.
Alright. Fine. Okay. So,
The police clearly don't want me snooping.
let's just load back in. I really want some coffee right now. know why this guy's asking me to investigate why I have to sneak around. That's really weird. Where's this guy at? I know if I try to go, he's gonna be right there. What's he doing? Ah. What? Come on, dude. Come on. It's gonna take so long. Alright, let's go.
It's unlocked.
Go through this again. Wish there was a safe. Okay, I know. Just go in. Shut the door. It's blocked. Go, 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 go. I got that. Now I need to grab this.
There's a bottle of bootleg rum and a wooden handle.
Down. Jump down. Oh my god! I can't get out. I can't get out.
What are you doing snooping around here? Get out! And what have you got there? Trying to take evidence from the scene?
Shut up. Just load out. Thank you, Miss Bliss, for joining. Souls. Thank you. Alright, let's do this again. Oh man. It's gonna take so long. Gotta wait for him to come this way. 'Cause I don't know how long I've got. What's all that noise? Come on, dude. Come this way. Come on. He takes so long. I want to just. Okay, there he goes. Just gotta wait for him to come back. What happened? What happened, little man? Okay, here he comes, and there it goes. Shh, we have to be very quiet.
It's unlocked.
How many times do I have to go through this? 60? Oh my god, please work this time. Good. Stop. Oh my god, I don't care. I know, stop. Alright. Go here. need to, like, completely investigate the area?
It won't budge.
Can I just grab this and be on about my life?
Stock reminders and general notices. Nothing of interest. There's a bottle of bootleg rum and a wooden handle.
Hurry. Inventory. Don't know what happened last time. Freak. Finally. Is he gonna look down here still?
Whoever's down there, you can rock.
Oh, okay. Health kit. Oh, what's that for? Okay. Half-finished stairs here. There's a book.
It looks like a diary. It's gotta have some clues.
Okay. Alright, so let's sit here and read. Okay, I didn't get anything for that. All lace of general obedience. Boston Globe. Enlightened or duped? Inside Boston's strangest church. Those of our readers who live near its headquarters and ordinary-looking Boston residents will need no introduction to the Fellowship of Yith, or whatever the cult name is. For those who have not encountered this mysterious semi-religious group before, a few words of explanation are necessary. Okay? Since our country's founding upon the basis of religious freedom, its shores have been home to many small religious groups outside the mainstream. No small number of are headquartered in the states of New England, where pilgrims themselves sought a new world of religious persecution. But the question must be asked, at what point does religion become a cult? And its trusting adherents, not to mention its blameless neighbors, become victims? That is the question of this journal. That is the question this journal poses in regards to the Fellowship of Yith. In a month-long investigation, our intrepid reporters have diligently sought out the truth behind this so-called church. Its origins are somewhat mysterious, the more so since the group's leaders are declined to be interviewed or to assist our investigation in any way. However, it seems that the Fellowship was founded more than 20 years ago by Victor Holt, based on a revelation he had received from beyond the confines of this world. Holt has not been seen for almost 6 years. His followers apparently believe that he's communing with the mysterious powers behind his faith, and that he's shortly to return with new insights and teachings. All this sounds like a harmless, if eccentric, spiritual group, little different from many others. However, those who make their homes near to the Fellowship's headquarters tell a different, more sinister story. The adherents of this obscure sect are to be found loitering on the street corners, casting menacing glances at their innocuous neighbors, frequently engaging in acts of petty crime, which the local police seem powerless to prevent or redress. Strange lights have been observed burning in the windows of the old house at all hours of the day and night. They change color unpredictably and cast a weird, unintelligible shadows. Even more disturbing are the noises which have been heard to issue from within the mysterious building. They include chanting, unearthly music, and worst of all, screams like those of lost souls in agony. Many of the sect's neighbors are convinced that its services include human sacrifice, or more similar atrocities. Those few who dared complain to the police were told that because the house is private property and because there's no concrete evidence of any wrongdoing, the most they can do is file a noise complaint. Are the horrors of Salem being reenacted in our city more than 2 centuries on? This fellowship of youth engaging in unspeakable and criminal acts of worship involving torture and sacrifice? Why is nothing being done to ease the fear and distress they cause to the local community? A source within the police department speaking on the condition of anonymity tell the Globe that the fellowship is suspected of involvement in a number of local crimes, but so far the lack of evidence and the reluctance of nervous witnesses to come forward have thwarted any official investigation. Very well, we say. Where the police cannot or will not investigate, the Globe shall continue to act in the interests of Boston's citizens, fearlessly exposing the truth about this so-called church and its followers. Our findings will be published in the pages over the following months, so that all may know the truth. Editor's note: it is with great sorrow that the Globe announces the death of reporter Howard Addlestone, who was leading the paper's investigation into the Fellowship of Yig, when he apparently drowned in the Boston harbor. The coroner has ruled his death a suicide. Our condolences go out to his family. Dang. Okay. Advertiser. Alright, grocery store robbed, manager missing. Thieves have robbed the First National grocery store in Innsmouth, breaking down the door and forcing open the cash register. The newly appointed manager, Mr. Brian Burnham, has been missing since shortly before the robbery. This is a very disturbing turn of events, said Mr. Arthur Anderson, First National Regional Manager, from his Arkham office. This branch had only recently opened, and First National Grocery had high hopes for its success. Given the general lack of modern stores and amenities in Innsmouth, the robbery is a definite setback, and more worrying still is the fact that the branch manager remains unaccounted for. Innsmouth authorities could not be reached for comment. Okay. Alright, Diary of Brian Burnham. Well, I agree with the locals on one thing. I shouldn't be stuck in this miserable excuse for a town. I can see why nobody comes here, that's for sure. Another slow day at the store. At first I thought people were staying away because First National is a local. But I haven't seen anyone go into any of the other stores either. Come to that, I haven't seen the other stores open for business. This place is deader than dead. Still, it won't be long before I'm out of here. Before we're both out of here. She's the one good thing about Innsmouth. We'll bust open old man wait safe, take a car, then it's New York City. Bright lights, nightlife, everything. I'll show her all of it. Okay, so that's what happened to him. Okay, cool. Alright. Missing entries. Oh, dear Lord. No, thank you. I'll read that later. Okay, we got all that. Alright, so now what next? Is there something up here that I need to climb to?
Assorted foodstuffs. Nothing useful.
Okay, what do I need with this?
Standard storage ladders, used for getting things down from higher shelves. I can feel the air through holes in the brickwork here.
Oh, okay. Alright. Cool. Hello?
The walls collapsed. It must have already been badly damaged on one side.
Let me out. Oh my gosh, look at his bones.
The cellar's filled with human remains.
Wow, that's crazy.
Old photos of Innsmouth. Most of them have faded beyond recognition. Various chemicals and apparatus for developing photographs.
What's happening, little man? You sound mad. Okay, this is the other side of that area. What's that? Watch out for ammo pickups. Ammo will always carry across to the next chapter, but the quantity you carry is capped. Okay.
The old printing press appears to have been sabotaged. General notices. They're all dated 1846. General notices. They're all dated 1846.
Okay.
Nothing of interest.
What's up, little man? Oh! Okay.
Holy shit!
Alright, that's fine.
Nothing of interest here.
What's up? Okay. Hold on. Some doors you encounter will be bolted on one side. Okay. Why are you being so grumpy? Okay. Oh gosh. You go big.
The door's bolted shut.
Wait, what? Something about enemies? Okay, let's go investigate this. Because this looks like a way out. One of these does. Okay, let's look at this.
Ah, from the stench in here, this noose broad must have kicked it a few months back.
Dang. Disgusting.
Can't see anything of use.
Alright, so
It won't open.
that won't open. Okay, so let's open this. Oh, alright, so we're back outside.
Hello, Jack.
Oh, that scared me.
Do I know you?
Lucas Mackey. Sorry to startle you. Innsmouth doesn't get a lot of visitors. New names spread fast. What are you doing in town, Jack? Hear about the missing Burnham boy?
Not bad. I'm a private detective. My client's a friend of the Burnhams.
Seen the latest press from Arkham? Your boy's been quite busy.
What about you, Mackie? You're obviously not a local. What's your business in town?
True enough, Jack. Nothing too exciting, I'm sorry to say. I'm a government factory inspector. They posted me in this rotten hole to check over the old Marsh refinery. Speaking of which, I've got an appointment with the manager, Jacob Marsh.
Okay, maybe I'll catch you later. That's the first friendly face I've seen in this damn town. I've been in this business long enough to know he's hiding something.
Save. Do I need a crouch still, I wonder? This dude's just gonna like... He's gonna walk out on the boat. Where's the cop? Is he still patrolling?
Don't tell him anything.
What are you talking about?
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
Ken Riley says I know him.
You're so creepy. You know him?
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Can't say I noticed what you're saying, stranger.
Hey. Hey.
Excuse me, Constable. Jack Walters.
Robes. Alien robes. What you want?
Could you help out a stranger to this fine port?
Are you being funny?
No, not at all. I'm looking for a Brian Burnham. He works locally, in the First National grocery store.
Innsmouth don't take too kindly to them from out of town. Get lost, stranger.
Thank you. Hey, dude, you look cool. Come here.
That fellow was just stringing me along with a lot of nothing about nothing.
Hey. Hey, don't you...
I'm looking for Brian
Just
Burnham.
leave me be,
Slipping
stranger.
around with ain't wanted.
Huh? You got something to say? Square up. I don't know what that is. Let me actually...
This town's deserted. Where is everybody?
If you don't like it, just turn around and leave.
It's just an advertisement for the local Methodist church.
My boys, these are the joys of the noble and the brave, who love a life in the tempest strife, in the home of the mountain wave. When the driving rain of the hurricane puts the lights of the lighthouse out, and the growling thunder sounds his gong, and the whirlwinds battle out. Ha ha! Do you think that's the valiant shrink? No, no, we were bold and brave, and we loved the fight in the wild midnight, in the storm of the mountain. Huh? Who's that there? Oh, can you spare a few pennies, young mister? I can give you something for your generosity.
Who are you?
Zadok, that be my name. Though too few years it now. Zadok Allen.
Do you know a Brian Burnham?
Just a young'un. Worked over the store. He's gone. Killed, I reckon.
Killed? What makes you think that?
Them's from out of town running a store. Taking business from the Order of Dagon. They'd not accept that.
What else can you tell me about this port?
You just bring old Zadok a bottle of something nice, and old Zadok will fill your ears.
Wow. Do I want to do
The timbers creak and the sea will shriek. There's lightning yon young blast. Hard to leave what my redness, for the storm has gathered.
It won't open.
Tonight, boys, we must fight, but the winds will shower us, yeah. Why, you're uncommonly kind, young feller. Here be a little something in gratitude that might help you in your search.
Thought he was gonna throw up on me.
Now you be calling me crazy. Like them that's there rumoring in Ankrum and Ipswich. But old Zadok's seen all manner of wicked things since before you was born. Old Captain Obed, where it all began, telling desperate folks they'd order get better gods. Them's that answer their prayers.
Didn't the Christian folk of Innsmouth object to such blasphemy?
Aye, they did. It were around 46 that many folks in town were done with Obed and his ways. And all that wild preaching and too many missing, you see. A party of good folk followed Captain Obed's crowd out to the reef. Shots were fired. Next day, Obed and 30 of his followers were in jail. And for weeks all were quiet. Till that artful night of 46. Them's out outside reckon out it being a riot. But I'd seen them. Swarms of them.
Look, old man, I don't have time to listen to these fishing tales.
Was a massacre. The jail thrown open. Mounds of the dead and the dying. Shooting and screaming and shouting all across the town square. Come morning, the mess was cleaned up. Old Obed and his family takes charge, they did. Folks were told to keep shy as strangers if we were knowing what was good for us.
Zadok, who did all this? Who did all...
Said the old captain was now deeper in debt to his heathen gods. They were hankering for more than just sacrificing. Obed told folks they had to take the oaths of Dagon.
What the hell are these oaths?
You just asked old Wes about oaths of Dagon. Aye, he take the third oath. Just head over to his hole in that dark street. Then you'll see. For definite.
He's given me a key to the town poorhouse. It could come in handy.
Let's go there. Where the freak is that, though? Oh, hey, girl.
Mr. Walters, I must speak with you.
It's Jack. And is there anyone in Innsmouth who doesn't know my name?
My name's Rebecca Lawrence, and unless you want to join Innsmouth's long list of missing, I'd urge you to follow me.
Missing, huh? Like Burnham?
Of that, I'm not sure. You'd be better off asking the Billingham's daughter, Ruth. She was dating Brian.
What? Who's Ruth?
Quickly, you have to follow me. It's not wise to be seen talking to outsiders. Jack, Innsmouth is a strange place. There are things that have no business being here. Foul, reeking things.
Strange? Trust me, I'm good with strange.
That remains to be seen, but I can help you. My father discovered this strange sign while studying an old manuscript. It seems to ward off the more unusual elements in Innsmouth. Whenever you find one, you can use it to find a moment of sanctuary. Now, I must leave before we're seen together.
I've seen that eye-like symbol somewhere before, but never surrounded by a star.
Oh, we're just in the thing? Let's turn the sun. Alright, let's go. What the? Is he alright? Save it. Okay, where's the poorhouse?
A seedy-looking bar called The Garden. Unfortunately, it's shut.
He is gone. He is way gone. Uh-oh. What's going on, little man? You're flapping at me. You're flapping at me. What is that? What is that? What are you doing? Oh. Come on, I gotcha. Keep getting mad because I sent you back because you're flapping over. Don't get mad at me. Don't know where this poorhouse is. Wild cherry tonic. What's this? Is this where you've been? Where's the door? Where's the door to this place?
It won't open.
Hey, girl. Okay, I gotta find this poorhouse. I kind of checked out when they were talking. Are you falling asleep? What's going on? Chair, your chair. Like, legit. Let's do that. Huh? What's whispering to me? I'm pretty sure he told me where it was. Let me see. Can I talk to him?
Where did Captain Obed Marsh learn of these heathen matters?
In warring foreign parts, the old fool I learned the ways of making gains, doing heathen things. He found a tribe of Kanakis in the South Seas led by a savage. Chief went by a name of Wallachia. And his tribe never went without food, for they had all the fish they could catch. Old Obed learned from his Wallachia that these things on this earth as most folks never heard about. Seems these Kanakis was worshipped in undersea gods, with heaps of human sacrifices and other heathen things. But they was getting all kinds of favors in return. Plenty of fishing and even gold now and then.
Human sacrifices? Maybe you've had just a bit too much.
I don't blame you for not believing it, young fella. But just answer me this. Why did Captain Obed roll out to the reef of Satan and chant a lot of rites and incantations in the dead of night? So loud you could hear him all over the port. He got something in the water that eve, out the other side of Devil's Reef. Some kind of thingamajig crafted out of lead. It was given to him by Wallachia.
So, what happened?
Well, not long after the smoke started coming out of the chimneys at the old gold refinery, the Marsh family and those that had joined with Obed in his ways started prospering in the esoteric order of Dagon. Came into being with his Ethan Sermon. That shit they do.
What kinds of ceremonies?
Yeah. Get out of here, lad. Don't wait for nothing. They'll know now.
I think he's had his fill for the night.
What dude?
Zadok. Zadok.
Curse you, lad, for staring at me with them eyes. The old Captain Manel, and he's staying there. He can get me. He can't. No, he can't get me. I had nothing done. I ain't done nothing or told nobody nothing.
Okay. Alright, so we've got to find this poorhouse? Place of general evidence. Okay. Jack.
I'm looking for Brian
Kev Riley says I know it.
Is that the grocery store? Okay, that's the grocery store. Where on the map?
It won't budge.
I'm just gonna try every door. It's gonna have to be somewhere where I'm gonna have to sneak to. I just feel it.
This statue commemorates the men who fought in the Revolutionary War.
Variety store. Poorhouse.
It's unlocked.
Okay. Well, it's just kind of stumbled into it. Okay, it's saving. Is this somewhere?
If I see you with outsider, I'll report your order.
Oh, don't say nothing. Freak. Hey.
Where is everybody? It's very quiet.
I can't be seen talking to you.
It won't open. It won't budge. Nothing of interest. It won't open. This town's deserted. Where is everybody?
Just leave me be, stranger.
It won't budge. It won't open.
Hey.
Do you need any help?
Frank? Hello?
Disease is rampant in this town.
Okay.
It won't budge.
Oh. Hey, dude, what's up? Wanna fight?
This town's deserted. Where is everybody?
It's getting late, outsider. Folks who know what's good for them are safely bolted in their homes by now.
It's the entrance to the town poorhouse.
Can I close the door? Guess not. Alright. Well, I'm inside, so...
It won't open.
Oh, no, on the door. They forgot to texture that one.
Since old Lady Warren's passed away, the food is rotten, but we'll die soon enough.
Talk to you? Okay. I saw somebody else.
This almshouse is home to the old and the destitute.
Alright, let's see. Health packs. Hi. Hi.
Her sleep is restless and erratic.
She's asleep? Okay.
Nothing of interest here.
Why am I getting all this health packs? That's what I want to know. Yeah, that's what I want to know. Who dat?
These beds reek of sweat and urine.
I bet it stinks in here. Okay, let's go. What's happening? Are you dead? Hello?
The old woman's dead.
Oh, how? How did she get dead?
It won't open.
Go on this side. Just these floors. Okay. Oh. I'm outside again. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, please don't fall. Does he have vertigo? Is that the problem? I think my character might have vertigo. It's a ladder. Nice. Alright, on Dock Street. Wait, there's still people walking.
Where is everybody? It's very quiet.
It's getting late outside. Folks that know what's good for them are safely bolted in their homes by now.
Whatever you say, lady. I'm stuck.
It won't budge.
It's not opening. Okay. Let's go here. Let's get out of here.
Hello there, little lady.
Hi, sir.
Are your parents at home?
Daddy's at work and Mummy's upstairs in the attic. She's been bad.
I see. So, what's your name, little lady?
Ramona?
Well, Ramona, could you get your mommy for me?
Nope. Mummy bites. Daddy says we've got to keep her up there for her own good.
Excuse me?
When I go near the door, she growls. I don't love Mummy like I love my daddy.
You don't say. Ramona, I really need to speak to your daddy. Do you know when he'll be home?
Soon, I think. You can wait inside if you like. Daddy won't mind. I'm drawing pictures with my crayons.
That would be great. Thanks. I should check the place over while I've got the chance.
Nothing of interest. Nope, nothing of interest. A house plant. It won't open. It won't open. Nothing of interest here. It won't open. It's a recent family photo. The corner's been torn off. I can only see Thomas and Ramona Waits in the picture.
So, the mom...
An old chest of drawers. No, it won't open.
Oh! What about the Resident Evil?
The door's bolted shut. It won't budge.
Well, let's go back to the stairs.
What are you drawing, Ramona?
Pictures of Mommy and Daddy.
What are you drawing, Ramona?
Pictures of Mommy and Daddy.
Is there a save point in here? Anywhere nearby? I don't know if it's saved. I'm gonna go back upstairs.
It won't budge. The door's bolted shut. It won't open.
I hear that. Oh my god. Hello?
He's calling to me.
Okay. What?
Oh, God. No.
They've taken the last thing I loved away from me.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize what was up there. What the hell was that thing?
There's no time to explain. They'll be here soon. Listen to me closely. You've been the talk of the town all day, asking after the Burnham lad. I heard he never made it to Boston, that he was copped by the Order of Dagon.
Did he pocket anything from the store's safe?
Thankfully, no. It's sturdy. He'd never have wrenched it open with a crowbar. There's something in there that needs protecting from the Order. You've got to get it out of Innsmouth. Take the key to the back of my store. The safe combination's in my diary, upstairs. Hurry, Jack.
What the hell's in the safe anyway?
You've gone too far this time, Wait. We're taking you in for murder. You'll swing for this.
Wait, he didn't do anything wrong.
He killed his own daughter. It sounds less than blood. There's plenty wrong with that. I'm reckoning you do well to mind your own business, stranger. In Innsmouth, we handle things by the old ways.
music, and I shall return. Okay, cool. I'm back. So I'm almost finished with the stream. I'll probably stream for like, well, the game said it's time to end the stream. Oh dear Lord. It just force quit the game again. Let me just see if I can get to a good spot before I actually end. And then I'm gonna give me some freaking ice cream because I really want some ice cream right now. It just hit me all of a sudden. But yeah, I kind of want to finish this before Cthulhu comes out. So hopefully I can get somewhere. I'll probably get back on and do. Oh no.
If I see you without fire, I'll report your order.
I'll not say nothing.
I don't say nothing. But yeah, I just want to finish.
It won't open.
Before it comes out.
Do you need any help? Disease is rampant in this town. Do you know the Burnham lad? The sign says, Innsmouth Poorhouse, in memory of Lady Warnes. It's the entrance to the town poorhouse.
Since old Lady Warren's passed away, the food is rotten, but we'll die soon enough.
This almshouse is home to the old and the destitute. Her sleep is restless and erratic. These beds reek of sweat and urine.
I don't know, I just want to make sure that I'm thorough. Oh my god, look at this, the size of those roaches.
The old woman's dead. It won't budge. It won't budge.
Make sure I didn't miss anything last time. I think he's got vertigo.
Jesus, those people have been ripped apart.
He's freaking out. Let's get out of here.
Where is everybody? It's very quiet.
Just turn around and leave.
Hello there, little lady.
Hi, sir.
Are your parents at home?
Daddy's at work and Mommy's upstairs in the attic. She's been bad.
I see. So, what's your name, little lady?
Ramona?
Well, Ramona, could you get your mommy for me?
Nope. Mommy bites. Daddy says we've got to keep her up there for her own good.
Excuse me?
When I go near the door, she growls. I don't love Mommy like I love my daddy.
You don't say. Ramona, I really need to speak to your daddy. Do you know when he'll be home?
Soon, I think. You can wait inside if you like. Daddy won't mind. I'm drawing pictures with my crayons.
That would be great. Thanks. I should check the place over while I've got the chance. What are you drawing, Ramona?
Pictures of Mommy and Daddy.
It's a recent family photo. The corner's been torn off. I can only see Thomas and Ramona Waits in the picture.
I don't know why I couldn't tell her to like go somewhere or something.
What are you drawing, Ramona?
Pictures of Mommy and Daddy.
Why couldn't I like get her out of the way?
It won't budge. The door's bolted shut.
Dang it. I wish I could have. Oh well. Still got me.
What's happening to me?
I don't know what that was. I really don't. God, I'm almost done. Just gonna get to another save point and then I'll be able to end the stream.
Looks like a diary.
Looks like a diary. Okay.
Nothing of interest.
Let's go. Come on, dude. Get your breath right.
Oh, God. No.
They've taken the last thing I loved away from me.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize what was up there. What the hell was that thing?
There's no time to explain. They'll be here soon. Listen to me closely. You've been the talk of the town all day, asking after the Burnham lad. I heard he never made it to Boston, that he was caught by the order of Dagon.
Did he pocket anything from the store's safe?
Thankfully, no. It's sturdy. He'd never have wrenched it open with a crowbar. There's something in there that needs protecting from the order. You've got to get it out of Innsmouth. Take the key to the back of my store. The safe combination's in my diary, upstairs. Hurry, Jack!
What the hell's in the safe anyway?
I thought we did this.
You've gone too far this time, Wait. We're taking you in for murder. You'll swing for this.
Wait, he didn't do anything wrong.
He killed his own daughter. It don't flesh and blood. There's plenty wrong with that. I'm reckoning you do well to mind your own business, stranger. In Innsmouth, we handle things by the old ways.
I think I just picks her up and slaps her on the shoulder like a freaking sack of potatoes. Alright, what did I get? Oh, the variety store. Okay, I know where that is.
It won't budge. It won't budge.
I'm coming. Almost done. Trying to get some.
Jack. Oh, thank God I found you. Waite's been arrested for the murder of his daughter.
I know. It's my fault, Rebecca.
What are you talking about, Jack? What's your fault?
There was
something in the attic. Some kind of animal, and I let it loose. It's all my fault. The police dragged Waits off. He can't take the fall for this. He's done nothing wrong. We gotta do something.
Guilty or not, the Order will see him lynched for it. There's nothing you can do. Oh, you must have taken quite a bang in there, Jack. Your head's bleeding.
Yeah, I think I was out of it for a little while.
I see you've got some bandages. Use them on your head. It'll help you heal. You're not losing too much blood. You won't need a suture.
Thanks, Rebecca.
Such a weird thing to say to somebody. I don't know what this is. What is this? Is this my clips? Key to the variety store. We got something else too. Diary of Thomas Waite. Man, I don't feel like reading right now. I think I'll just read it when we come back to the game. Later on tonight or tomorrow. Don't know which one. I think the variety store is like... Hello?
It won't budge. It won't budge. It won't open.
What did I do?
It's unlocked.
What is it cutting? Just look around before I touch anything.
It won't budge.
Ugh, fish. With the eyeball still. There's health. Oh, there's somebody there.
You don't
Hey!
look like your standard crook, sweetheart.
Jesus, you crazy sap! Who the hell are you?
Jack Walters, private detective. And considering your recent break-in and entering, how about I ask the questions?
Have you any idea who I am?
No, and I really don't care.
My family has influential contacts in the Order, so I'd advise you to mind your manners, sir.
I'm from out of town. The Order doesn't hold much sway with me.
Really? Out of town, you say? How interesting. I'm Ruth. Ruth Billingham.
Huh. You're Brian's broad. That figures.
Brian? I don't believe I know a Brian.
Yeah, right. I've been fed that line 1,000 times, and from much better liars than you. Look, Ruth, the rumor around town is that your lover boy is in the hands of the Order.
What? No, that's not true. They'll have him killed. It was all my idea. I just wanted a clean break from here.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. You're the detective. You think of something. I'll be waiting out at the old fishing cannery the next 2 nights, just past the abandoned railway station to Rowley. When you find him, give him this. He'll know it's from me.
Icky-dicky. So I'm supposed to get something. What is this food right now? get that. Okay. So, I think I have it. Check the stuff. Harry Thomas Waite. Okay. Our birth gave me so much joy, so much so you still use the month, day, and year. Okay, so how am I supposed to know when she was born? Is it in here? Sometimes think of killing her. But she's my daughter. Wow. Okay, so it's the month, date, and year of her birth. I don't know what that is. Okay, so I gotta find that out. Is there a calendar in here somewhere? I think I gotta go back to the house. I don't see anything in here. I wish I didn't have to go back to the house because that is a long way from here.
Before they could drag him off, Tom Waits gave me the key to the variety store.
If you're going to snoop around in there, be careful. It's just off the main square. There's a back way down a flight of stairs.
He told me to protect whatever's in the safe, to get it out of town. It's locked.
So I can't go back to their house? Oh my gosh, I'm stuck. Well, let's go figure it out real quick.
It won't budge.
I'm gonna try the combination lock. See if it automatically puts it in. It does not. know it's the month, day, and year of her birth, but how do I find out what that is? Anything in here?
It won't budge. Nothing of interest.
Some wine? Yeah. I'm just gonna run out and save it because I really don't know where you find her birthday at. And I think I may have screwed up. So run down. Where's that alleyway at? Oh, it's close enough. The freak. Okay, well. Just try down here.
It won't open.
I can't get to a save anywhere. So I'm just gonna have to figure out. If it was something that was back there, that's gonna not be fair. Because I didn't know I needed
It's a bird cage.
that. In that bird cage. Well, freak. Why'd the music stop? Alright. I don't know where to find her birthday. Let me just... I'm gonna have to look it up so that I can get a save point. Okay. Okay. Wait, I can't find anything. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, wait, go back to the game. I'm gonna read. Oh, well. Oh my god, the game closed again. If I have to do that whole scene again, I'm just gonna end. I was just going to call it quits. Come on. Come on. Just hit continue. Okay. It looks like it's saved. Let me see. Variety store key. I'm actually gonna go back to the variety store.
It's unlocked.
Okay. That's obvious. I think I may know what to do.
You don't look like your standard crook, sweetheart.
Jesus, you crazy sap! Who the hell are you?
Jack Walters, private detective. And considering your recent break-in and entering, how about I ask the questions?
Have you any idea who I am?
No, and I really don't care.
My family has influential contacts in the Order, so I'd advise you to mind your manners, sir.
I'm from out of town. The Order doesn't hold much sway with me.
Really? Out of town, you say? How interesting. I'm Ruth Billingham.
Huh. You're Brian's broad. That figures.
Brian? I don't believe I know a Brian.
Yeah, right. I've been fed that line 1,000 times, and from much better liars than you. Look, Ruth, the rumor around town is that your lover boy's in the hands of the Order.
What? No, that's not true. They'll have him killed. It was all my idea. I just wanted a clean break from here.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. You're the detective. You think of something. I'll be waiting out at the old fishing cannery the next 2 nights, just past the abandoned railway station to Rowley. When you find him, give him this. He'll know it's from me.
Okay. Photo of Brian. Okay. Alright, let's look at the diary one more time. It's gotta be in there. Oh, yesterday was her 10th birthday. So what's today? I don't know what today is. February 6th. She was born 1912. So what? I don't know how to find out what today's date is. Alright, well, let's try it real quick. 2 February 5th. I don't know. I don't know. I know that if I freaking back out of this screen is gonna go. Anyway, so I think I'm just gonna call it quits for right now. I'll just have to go through that again. I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to go through that cutscene again. So, I'll figure out the code for next time, and we'll continue. Anyways, have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for the follows. Thank you so much for lurking. And have a good night. Bye, everyone.